What's up, guys? Today we are starting our very own mining business, and we are going to be making so much money that my computer won't be able to handle it. Watch till the end to find out what happens. So we're starting in here. We got zero money. We have nothing to our name but a handgun, and that is not a good thing to have when you have zero money and nothing to your name. So let's go. Look at that dude. Alright, off to a good start. There's nothing around us. Let's just keep mining down a little bit. Let's get to that little empty pocket there. And start mining that coal. I don't want to... I guess I can do this. I didn't want to take the my stairway away from me, but I guess we're okay. So we need 40 coal today. Let's get going. Let's get this. So I already have 28, so I guess this one is pretty easy. It's pretty hard to mess up this. Go for that and start hitting these guys. Maybe I can get an iron or two. So I've seen quite a few people play this game, and it looked really enjoyable. I like the fact that it was made by just a single dude. I hear he didn't have a job for like a year, and all he did was work on this game, and so said that he was obsessed. Okay, let's see if I can get in there. Okay, yeah. The controls are a little weird for me, just because I'm not used to computer controls too well. Oh, couldn't deposit that, but that's alright. Got 583 gold. What can we buy? We can buy guns, and that's pretty much it. Let's get the shoddy minigun, and we'll sell that. Let's put it in our first slot because we're OCD. Alright, and then let's make sure that we do not dig ourselves into a hole, literally. This is way faster. That pistol was unbearable. Yup. I'm gonna clear the path so I can jump easier or travel back and forth easier. But yeah, I thought it was really cool that that guy, even though he didn't have a job, made this game and was super passionate about it. It just goes to show that, you know, games that have passion succeed, and it doesn't matter how many people make it. Why, it would be so awesome to make your own game. I've always wanted to make my own game, but I mean, I don't really have the artistic skills. Not to say that this game's art is the best, but I mean, at least it's something. You know, it's better than I'm capable of. So props to you, whoever made this game. We'll do the miner damage, because I've seen miners are very powerful in endgame. So we'll go for that. I guess I'll get a couple of these real quick. Last little pieces. Yeah, and that's worth like 8 gold right there. And let's just do this for fun. I like his little cloud though. So this would be the art that I would be able to make. You see this art? My art is like half as good as that. 1430, we can afford that if we do that. All right. We're so much more powerful now. Oh yeah. We are cooking now. So the goal is just to go on a little staircase here and also mine upwards. We can afford that. That will lead us straight to the blue stuff. I don't know if I want to mine that green stuff because it's kind of in the pathway of the stairs and I might accidentally hit the stairs. We'll do the bullet damage and then start getting up there. So yeah, I've always wanted to make my own game, but the art kind of held me back. I was always afraid of that whole portion of it. I always wanted to get into it, the animations and the art, but I've tried working in Blender for a couple of different things, one for school and then another just for fun. And golly, just not good. No skills whatsoever. So that's like something that I'd want to hire out, I guess. But also not, you need funding for that. You need money. So that's another hard thing to acquire. And not have it completely disrupt your life. So maybe down the road when I learn a bit more, that would be a lot nicer. But let's see what we can afford here. I'm tempted to just buy the infinity ladder. So this is $28.60. We could sell this for, yeah, we don't have enough for that. I'm tempted to just buy the infinity ladder for the bonuses, get more time, and increase inventory slot, and buy another infinity ladder, and then just dig straight down, and then, or dig left and right, and have it not matter much. I guess a Patreon is the way you could get money for art and stuff if you're working on a game, because you could make a prototype of it and kind of put that on display for people to see. I mean, that could work. Or have some sort of a art and programming partnership. But that's just something in the future if I ever decide I want to do it. I love the creative aspect of like making games. Like just the twists and all of the hooks in games. I love thinking about those things. It's just so much fun. I'm just gonna dig straight down and then do the ladder. We reached the gray portion a lot quicker than I expected. Grab that. Okay. Next, this side. But yeah, getting into game development, you're like, what engine do I use? Do I use Unity? Do I use Unreal? Unreal is what the name is. It's Unreal. Like, it's incredible what they were able to accomplish in that software. But their license agreement and sales is kind of trash. If you are successful, if you're not successful, then it isn't trash, because I mean, you don't really owe them anything if you do it correctly until you get to $1 million in sales. Which, if you've made $1 million, how hard is it to make that 5% check, you know? I mean, it's kind of like taxes in a way, or at least you get that same feel, but they provide you with the software to make that game, and I don't know. But I've seen a lot in Godot, which is what this game was made in, and it's highly impressive what they were able to do with open source technology. I've always loved open source. It's just the future, in my opinion, because you look at Linux. Linux is completely open source, and it runs so many servers, and it runs a lot of people's computers nowadays, and they love it. They love being able to script their own bashes, and people love that stuff, and it just supports creativity. It ends up making a better product in the long run, because it's a product that people are chipping into what they actually need, rather than like a corporate voting system. Just don't even get me started with corporate stuff. Corporate is just ridiculous. I'm not gonna get started on it. So we're gonna sell our old minigun and get this emerald one for 15 damage. So we were doing 5, now we're gonna be doing 15. So that's 3 times the damage. So we have 1 ladder, and we can only afford 1. We're missing it by 1. So that's fine. We'll be alright. So we'll start day 5. So we'll go down a little bit, and then we'll just go left and right like we did last time. So yeah, I was talking about the gaming engines and stuff, and open source. Yeah, Godot being open source, and I think eventually they're going to surpass everyone. That's just a hope. I say that as a hope and not as like a official statement, because having something that allows you to own your game 100% is just so nice. It's nice to not have that gloom and like ownership over your head, kind of like how you do in the corporate world. Kind of overshot that for a little bit. We'll do the sprint speed and climb my way back up. Okay, so this is the box that I want to do, and we're going down. Alright, and we will do bullet damage, because right now we're focusing on that. Okay, we do a pretty good amount of damage to this layer. I'm actually surprised. That's awesome. Once I hit the blue, I'm gonna put my ladder down. And I need to go up and down a couple times. Shoot those so they're ready for me. Just damage all of them on the way up. Maybe just do this. And just keep going up and down. If I shoot up, yeah, the recoil helps out a ton. Well, how fast do I mine this? Oh, pretty quick. We'll do the minor damage. And then I'm just gonna mine this layer a little bit. Maybe get those green emeralds. So yeah, I think if I were to make a game, I'd want to try and make a simple game first, probably in Godot or Unity. Just because I have more of a programming background. I understand the programming aspect a little bit more. I have worked in Unreal a little bit in their back end, but it's just so convoluted and so just difficult to actually make work that you need to have so much setup, and you need to actually understand every little bit and piece of it and how it works. And it just becomes a really frustrating process, and it's just not, it sucks the joy out of the game development, in my opinion. But that's just because I have a dream in my head of what I want to make, and if it's difficult in any way, not in the sense that, you know, you're programming something that is a hard concept but can be done. This is like you are at the mercy of their documents, and their documentation for a lot of their stuff is so trash. It's more trash than I am. Alright, 5,000 gold. That's pretty good for this. 1,400 in coal. That's not bad for just me going up and down constantly. So we'll buy 2 ladders off the bat. And then we're saving up for, man, that's 21,000. Let's see what bonus stuff. We can buy more time, which is what we're going to do. So we have 2 ladders and an emerald minigun. I think I want to get another ladder just in case. But we'll just start off on day 6. Making money. Probably do the same thing, going back and forth. Just kind of fill up my inventory a little bit. Start doing this. And also looking for chests too. But the concept for this game was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I like games that are incremental in this type of way, where you have a little session and then you upgrade things and then you can get back and get to it. I find that concept really fun. Makes for a really good game loop. Makes it quite enjoyable. I don't know where you guys are at, but we're about to have a winter storm over here in the Midwest. It's currently like -5 degrees, so that's pretty cold. It doesn't make you want to go outside much, which I'm dying to go outside. I absolutely love being outdoors, and it's hard for me in this time of year to just kind of stay sane in a way, but not really at the same time, because I get a lot of reading done, just reading reading the Lord's word. It gives you peace. It's so good. Alright, let's get this. And keep doing damage on the way up. Oh, easy. Shoot downwards to speed up. Alright, so let's keep doing damage to these blocks. I want that purple stuff. Don't know what that's called. But we'll get the coal as well. Haven't hit our quota yet. Get the blue stuff. The sapphire. I didn't know it told you what it was on the left-hand side. Okay, they're getting antsy at us. Let's just go up and deposit so we have our coal quota. Easy peasy. So that's just shuffling right in. Let's just get some of these chests, just so we have that. Okay, get these extra boosts. Okay, amethyst. And bullet damage, absolutely. Green stuff. Get more green stuff. I'm gonna jump down just so I can grab some of the sapphire and some of the copper. Maybe this chest. Now if you guys could make one game that's just like a dream game, it's like a good exercise to do if you're ever wondering, like, okay, I want to make a game, but what kind of game would I want? What would be your dream game? Like having, like, I love the concept of Mega Bonk and how it was like tons of enemies on the screen at once, and you have infinite upgrades. Well, not quite infinite, but like tons of upgrades, and it just lasts forever. The only thing I don't like about Mega Bonk is the fact that it doesn't last forever. At some point you have to go fight a boss, or the monsters get too difficult. Like the ghosts get ridiculously difficult at the end, whereas it's makes it really tough. And it's kind of strange to explain because you kind of have to follow the same build every single time, and it makes it kind of more monotonous than anything else. But I have not gotten to that level yet. I've just seen tons of videos now since I've gotten into it of that, and like a bit of variety of the gameplay, you know. And we'll just shoot just for fun. We're running out of time anyways. So we have 2,300 in coal. That's pretty good. We found 4 rubies, maybe? Rupees? So that makes us 11,000, which is really good. We'll take that. So we can increase our inventory slots. That would help us save a lot of time. But we're still saving up for that silver minigun. I don't think it's worth buying. We could afford a collector. That's only 11,000. But is it worth it? It very well could be. Let's go ahead and do that, actually. Let's do 1, 1, 1. So now, yeah, I feel pretty good about that, actually. So let's just go. We'll just make it our mission to just mine everything. And then our collector can collect it all. Okay. Nice. Okay, now we definitely need a collector because I went in a random direction and didn't really pay attention. So we will just go this way. And I'll get this chest, why not? So we already got 625 coal, that makes it well worth it. Okay. Might as well just go for it. Okay, we don't know where we're going. We just know we got enough stuff for the collectors to be busy for a bit. Thinking it's to the right a little bit. But I want to get up there. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I know where I'm at now. Yeah. Alright, sprint speed. I feel a lot better now. You got a little quiet there. Alright, so we got some of those purple gems. Don't know what they are. And let's get some chests. Let's get the employee collector speed. And then we will just keep on mining. Okay, we're back to the top pretty much. So I'm going to place my ladder here. I don't know how far down that went, but I guess I should have probably jumped down first. Yeah, I should have jumped down first, but that's okay. We're not too worried. We got all our quota. Our collector's busy. We're feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. How long does it take to mine through a blue block? That wasn't that bad. Okay, let's keep going. And tempted to just put this down and keep collecting. Although the collector's still busy, so that's a good sign. So hopefully this next one will have reached the 21,000 to get the new minigun. Because I don't necessarily know if we need another collector just yet. Because we're not mining too much. We're not mining that quickly at all. But we are having fun doing this. This is very fun. Alright, let's get all this stuff. Anything else we can collect? Anything else? Nope. Okay. Let's go up, and then we'll come back down, get another load. And then that might be time. Okay, we'll jump down, back down, shoot upwards. And then let's get some of this green stuff. Get some of the emeralds. Oh, and I was gonna mention the game that I would love that's kind of like Mega Bonk and having all the enemies and stuff, but have it be first person shooter. I feel like that would be pretty unique. I don't know how the progression would be or how getting the weapons would be, but I think it would be quite unique. Alright, so if we sell this, that'll put us at 22.5, which would be just enough for that and some ladders. But we can't get another collector. Well, I'll just buy another ladder then, and then let's go for it. We're mining super fast now. Maybe not super fast, but that was just the dirt layer or whatever it was. Decently fast. We can manage. Go for the bullet damage, and then hope for a golden weapon of some sort. Capacity upgrade for the collector. Employee miner speed. Yeah. Get that. And it was 1 rupee. Nice. We'll just gather a lot of the valuable stuff and get some coal along the way. How many of you guys have actually been in a mine? Like a real one? I don't know about you guys, but I grew up out west, and there were a whole bunch of silver mines that are non-functioning anymore. And when I was in elementary school, we went to a silver mine and got to walk all the way through it, and they had a nice little gift shop. But the one thing I remember most about that field trip was there was a little bridge over some water that was in the mine, and I just remember there being absolutely massive trout in that water, and they put lights and stuff in the water too, so it made it just even better for me. I was just like in awe. I just came home that day and I was like, Dad, we need a mine so we can put some trout in there and just fish in there constantly. And my dad was just, I love my dad. He is just the funniest, because he would just be like, you know, son, I think you're completely right. We need to have a mine, and I'm in full support. So if you wanna get on that, then we can get that started. Yeah, I just remember just thinking that, like, okay, Dad, we need to buy some land, so I'll go out and I'll go check out the land. Mind you, I was in like first grade at the time, so I was just like, yeah, Dad, don't worry, I'll go seek out the land for us. That was just absolutely ridiculous. This is one of the things you do as a father, is encourage your kids, and that was just one of those things that, like, it wasn't ever going to happen, and eventually I fizzled out of it, but like, he did not dampen it whatsoever. He just encouraged the whole way, and like, as a father, just the encouragement is a big deal to kids. Not being a downer. So many downers today. Don't like those downers. We need more uppers. We'll go for some... I guess we could use the climb speed since we're going up and down a bit. We hit our quota. And now we're just mining a whole bunch of valuable stuff. I don't think... Yeah, our collector is pretty busy the entire time. So we should be fine. Let's just get going. I want to do a couple more trips going up and down. Just keep shooting up. Oop. Alright. And shoot down upwards. Launch ourselves. Let's try and collect some more stuff. Maybe some more valuable stuff. It doesn't matter anymore. We gotta get up there. I don't think we're gonna make it. Oh, I don't know if we made it or not. I heard a pop. That was a good run, 20k. But 21k, there's nothing we can get for that. The next minigun is 64,000, so I think we need to up our... We could do the stack sizes. Okay, so we can either do the stack sizes, or we can get another one of these senior collectors. Or we can do both. So let's do that, and then let's get the stack sizes. That's a win-win, or as Michael Scott would say, a win-win-win. Everybody wins. So let's see how that affects us. And we'll go straight down. I wanted that chest. Alright, let's see what this has to offer. Collectors. Yes. Oh dear. Let's not make the same mistake as last time. Okay, that was pretty good. That'll keep them busy. We can mine through this pretty easily. Blue layer is actually kind of easy. Okay, that's good to know. Been kind of staying in the gray layer for a bit. This is alright. Alright, let's keep going. Let's just keep on mining. It's a pretty satisfying game. It's like mowing the lawn almost. Where at first it's kind of daunting, but you're like ready to get started. And then once it's done, or as you're doing it, you just feel the satisfaction of like looking over at your lawn that's cut versus the lawn that's not cut, and you're like, yeah, that's so nice. Progress. Kind of like vacuuming as well. You can see the lines in your carpet, and you're like, yeah, this is clean now. Even though it's like probably not, mostly. Because if you just go over it once, like, how much dirt does your vacuum actually get, you know? I'd like to think that it's getting everything, even if you go over it twice, but we're just trying to stay positive. I do want to get that chest. Grab it. That's a good jump. This guy's pretty athletic. I'll go for the bullet damage. And I'll get this chest too. Not break the platform for me. There's no way that they don't have anything to collect. I feel like I've collected just about everything and they're not doing anything. Yeah, we've collected almost everything. So I have to keep shooting that out there. Keep on going down. I'm gonna stay in the gray layer for a bit though. Just want to get these chests and these valuable stuff. I think these were worth like 4K. I don't know about by themselves. Maybe 2K by themselves. I think I got them in the brown layer at one point. Okay. That's super nice. Okay. Let's get moving. Let's get collecting. I'll keep shooting. Why not? Oh, it doesn't reach that far. Okay. I didn't know there was a limit on how far the gun reached. That's good to know. Oh yeah, we got the emeralds on that. Might be able to get 2. That might be a pipe dream. I might be able to get another trip in. Oh, not now since I slipped up. Yeah, that's cope. Thinking I could get another one, but that's okay. 13,000 in coal though. Okay, those are 500 each, so it was worth only 2K. That's not as good as I was expecting. Probably wasn't worth even picking up. I'm just kidding, obviously it was worth picking up. That's 10K, 10.7, so it's still 59,000. We're still 4K off, 5K off. How much better? 150 versus 50, so it's 3 times better. We will want another ladder, and then I think we want more collectors. Maybe 2 more collectors. 5 collectors total, and then we'll do the 1 click. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Back down. And then there's this chest, and we hope and pray that it is a gold scroll. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. That was exactly what we wanted. Nice. Alright, now we look for another one. So now we have plenty of collectors that they should be busy, but we should be even busier trying to keep them busy. We'll go for the bullet damage for now. Now, how did that get in there? That is convenient. Okay. Well, it's nice that we've gotten 2 of those, but as far as the weapons that we could have gotten, I don't necessarily like the wand that much. I would have preferred a rupee gun of some sort or pickaxe, but I'm not going to complain too much about it. Just a little bit. And jump, and jump, and we're up. And we just keep on shooting. We never stop shooting. Guess there's a button for that. And play capacity. Straight down. Tons of stuff. Let's get some gold. There was actually an event at our local fair growing up, and I think they called it the Bighorn Show. And it was like a hunting, fishing, like outdoorsy type of a road show of some sort. And it was always so fun because they had those pools filled with rainbow trout, and you can catch them with like a little piece of corn on your hook, and it took no time for them to get on your line because there were hundreds in this little pool of. And like one of the stations that they had there was a bin full of sand, and they had you get a pan full, and then you brought it over to some water, and then you kind of pan for gold a little bit, and that was always really fun. That got me into gold panning for a little bit. parents never really got us anything for that, but it just was fun to like find a stream when my dad and I were hunting and just put my hands in the dirt and kind of sift it with my hands a little bit and kind of find some glittery stuff in there. And there's like a ton of mica. It's a certain type of rock that has a whole bunch of super shiny like flakes in it. It's really popular for like makeup and stuff like that. I always would find sparkly stuff in my hands at the end of it, and I'm pretty sure it was just mica now looking back, but I always like to think that it was gold. It was a little fun imagination type thing. So we have 16,000 pretty much of coal. Our quota is pretty set for this. I should have gone for that chest. I might be able to get it still. Too low. 78,000. Now we have enough for the new minigun. Yeah, the new amethyst minigun. So we have 150 bullet strength, and we were at 50, so we're 3 times more powerful. Bullet rate's still the same. But we do have 34k left over. So we do want to buy 2 more ladders, and then 2 more collectors. Yeah, that's enough. And then we'll go for day 11. And we just mine straight down. Oh, look at that. Chests side by side. Let's check it out. It's nice to have. 1 diamond. Let's do this. 1 diamond. Dig straight up. And then we'll put a ladder down. I'm gonna go side to side a little bit. Might actually want to do this for just kind of on the edge of the gray and the blue layer, just in case if I do get a gold scroll, which is a weapon of some sort, I can jump down and do as much damage as possible. That might be the play, but this is keeping them busy. Yeah, they are kind of able to keep up, I suppose. Coal has bigger chunks of stuff than the more valuable stuff. So let's check out this. Okay, and I guess that's kind of what I'm talking about. Not quite the amount of like value. I mean, it was great, don't get me wrong, but I was just hoping for something more, like we all do. And we'll get the wet damage, I suppose. Don't really find any of those helpful whatsoever. We'll go for the bullet damage. We'll get the sprint speed. Wet damage, I suppose. 1 rupee. I'm saying rupee. It's actually ruby, but I like to say rupee because Zelda. It's amazing. Yes. I can't believe we reached that. That's awesome. Okay, I love all these rubies and stuff, but I would love something better, like a weapon of some sort. Okay. Okay. Or at least something like an upgrade of some sort. Employee minor damage. We will take that. We are struggling. Get rid of the roof so we don't make the same mistake. And we'll get the sprint speed. We'll just sit on this layer for a minute and get some wet damage there. And get some more wet damage. I don't understand the recoil and why that would be a good upgrade to get. I understand, I do the whole shoot upward so I fly downward. But after a certain point, get the damage. After a certain point, like, you have more collectors and they they do the job. I don't want to go up and down constantly. That just kind of defeats the purpose. I just want to mine. I don't want to collect. I want to mine. I'm all about destruction. I don't understand how the ground above me is still standing. That's what I want to wonder in this game. And then these staffs. Okay. Jump velocity. That's nice. Miner speed. That's also nice. Just keep going this way. Okay. I was gonna say I don't know where the ladder is. Oh, look at that. The one that I looked past. There it is. There's my there's my weapon. We'll take that. That was a good run though. 79,000. That's very nice. 90,000 cash. Let's see what we can afford with this. I don't know if I can get the next level up minigun. That's gonna cost 214,000. Not quite what I need. So I have 2 infinity ladders. Let's just get more of the... Actually, let's get one of the fast collectors. And we can almost get another one, but we can't afford. So we'll get, let's see. We'll get 3 of these, 3 of these, and 3 more of those. And let's start the next day. Alright, I want to get more of these chests this time. We'll go jump velocity, 2 rupees. Employee miner speed. Just get this while I can. 1 diamond, nice. I'm gonna actually go along the border of this and open some of these chests and see if we can find a weapon that will help us get a ton. This is something. Not really something that will give us crazy amounts of things, but at least a little teaser. Go for the jump velocity again. Just keep going for these. We'll get the wet damage because at some point we will want to wet the blocks so we deal more damage. Let's do wet damage again. And we're jumping pretty high, but we'll do the miner speed. And we got amethyst. So let's go back down. Our collectors seem to not be able to keep up, which is a good thing. So let's just dig down into this blue layer and get these chests here, as well as the coal. Oh no. Dig too fast. Go collector speed. Get some of this coal. We're about halfway through the day. Like I said, this game is quite satisfying. It's pretty easy to go to sleep just playing the game, but not because it's boring, but because it's just, you get this sense of satisfaction when you play, and you're just appeased, so you just want to, you're ready to go to bed. You did a good day's work. You're ready. Let's actually get that gold. And maybe those rupees. Oh yeah. So we hit our quota for the day for coal, so let's just go for more of the valuable stuff. I'm gonna go for gold and these rupees. Might go for that chest. There might be something in it. A diamond. I don't know if that's worth it or not. Let's drop everything that's valuable for our collectors to get. I don't want to collect them. I want these guys to, so that they can actually bring it up. I don't plan on going back up. Go for the jump velocity again. I don't think it's going to help us too much in the long run. I mean, but everything else is just not very useful either, so in the meantime, might as well get something for me. And okay, just get more of this stuff. just whatever I can muster up. But I do not have the collector's whistle, so it's not going to help us too much. Because they're not going to go. Go back. Go back, guys. Nope. Did end up getting quite a bit, though, this time. 144,000. That's pretty good. I want that extra damage, though. We don't have much damage. 214, 32. Yeah, we're not that close. But maybe I don't want to do the angel wings. I tried the angel wings once, and it's just kind of a pain to figure out the timing for pressing it. Like, we could get one of the lightning collectors. That's probably worth it. I'm thinking he's gonna just dominate. So we'll just go for collectors. And then I'm going to hope and pray for... Whoa. Hope and pray for a weapon. A gold weapon. Like that. So let's see if we can jump back up here and then get this chest, because there might be a weapon in here. You never know. But there is not. But we'll do the poison damage. And we are on the search for more chests. Collector speed. Let's get that chest down there. One of these chests will contain the weapon I need. Just have to be patient. And we got all the way down here. So the problem is, if I do get one of the weapons, do I just go down into the red layer, or do I just decimate the blue layer? We'll do the wet damage. And minor damage. So we have 14,000 of the 18,000 coal that we need. That is the diamonds. Still just hoping for a gold weapon. We are having a snowstorm right now in the Midwest. It's just absolutely covering us in snow. I'm gonna do the gun damage, might as well. I don't know where you guys reside, but we've been prepared for it. The state I'm in is we welcome the snow, I guess, and we're well prepared. Although I guess I hear there is like a salt shortage. I don't know if that's just like a myth or something, but it seems like everyone always just complains about plow trucks not being there. But in reality, most of the time they are there. I try not to complain too much. Especially since I get to work from home most of the time. I don't have to worry about driving, so it doesn't bother me too much. And then, yeah, like I get out of the house a couple days out of the week, but some days I don't leave the house at all. I'll go outside and shovel, but other than that, just kind of in my space and don't have to worry about going out. Let's get this. We'll get the bullet damage, because right now that's what we want. We're kind of relying on our own mining capabilities right at the moment, and our collectors are more than keeping up with us, which is less than ideal in this situation. But we do have... Let me drop some of this. Yes, okay. We do have 44,000 gold, which is a ton. So I'm feeling like this might be the run where we get the extra that we need for the minigun, the next level minigun, that is. Maybe get some iron, some of this coal, some of that copper, the emeralds. Go up, go up. I need to invest in the whistle. That's what I need. If I can't afford the minigun, I need to invest in the whistle. I think we can afford it. So it's 214. We sell this for 32. So it does 500 damage versus 150. So that's more than 3 times. We'll take that. And then that's pretty good. Tempted to just get one of these low-level miners, but they might throw us off. So let's just go ahead. Just a little burst. I don't want that. Might as well shoot these walls while I'm at it. Honestly, that wand is not worth it compared to my minigun. So we'll do the collector speed. Oh, I can almost reach that. Maybe if I jump on this. Yup, that's what I'm talking about. This is satisfying. Holy cow. I don't know if this is the most efficient way to do it, but this is how I'm doing it. And we'll do the capacity. So our collectors have collected 12,000. Let's just dig into the blue layer a little bit if we can. Maybe we'll find some chests easily. And of course I didn't get the whistle, but that's alright. We live and we learn with our pea brain. We learn to make do with it. We just about have our quota too, so we're feeling pretty good. This is going to be a nice run. We're going to make lots of money on this one. 37,000. Finding lots of diamonds, which is good. Capacity. We'll just keep going down. And minor damage. I mean, that wasn't the worst. I wonder how long it'll take me to mine through this. I'll give it a couple seconds here and then see. Oh, we did a pretty decent amount of damage. Just hope that it's something worth it. I guess the miner speed. But we are breaking these red blocks. It doesn't take too much effort, I guess. But I still think the blue layer is the way to go. Maybe. Although I break these gold blocks. Yeah, for sure. I'll just stay here for a little bit until I get the next level of minigun, if I get that before miners. The capacity, mining through the coal really easily. It's just everything else takes a little bit more effort. Easy sauce. The jumping is kind of ridiculous, the velocity. Maybe I can get this chest. Oh. We have 140,000 just in that. So 410,000 overall. That's pretty good. That's nothing to complain about. 643 for that. I just don't have enough. But we can get one senior vice president miner. That's worth it, I think. And then I think we're going to sell our infinity ladders and just buy the miner whistle, collector whistle. That way they actually deposit all of the stuff that they collect. Because at the end there, they just hoard it just for themselves and they don't let it go to me, which is completely unacceptable. But we'll just get 3 more of these guys and then let's go. Right to it. Jump up high. I don't want that. I think I'm already filled up. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that. Yes. There's that guy going. He needs to go down here. Actually do something useful. We'll do the wet damage. And there's lots of diamonds there. You're welcome. Straight down. Collector speed. Employee minor damage. The jumping velocity is a little out of control. If there is a way to turn that off, I might end up doing that. Alright, minor, let's do this. Oh, he's absolutely smashing these red blocks. This is where he's worth it. He's doing the wrong one. Okay, that had the pink diamonds, which was awesome. Okay, now he's mining that. Come over here. So we have 49,000 of the coal. 60,000. We're halfway through the day, so this is going to be a really good day. He's just chunking along. Now the question is, has anyone ever shot a minigun? That's just something that I guess is on my bucket list. Just seems like I don't know what I'm going to be shooting at, or even what you would shoot at. Unless you go down to like Texas and shoot the hogs. I think that would be really fun. It's like you're killing two birds with one stone. You're solving a problem or helping reduce a problem and also filling a desire that you have. That would be the best way to do it in my opinion. And then that way also you can feast on some burnt ends or something. I don't know if those services do that for you, but I think that would be amazing. So leave a comment if you have actually shot a minigun before. I'm gonna drop my valuable stuff, at least a little more valuable than coal, and then at 10 seconds left I'm going to send them back up, even though they just went back up. $122,000 for coal. That's a really good day. Yeah, we definitely reached our 400,000 for that. And we won. But we haven't won the war. We still have miniguns to buy. My computer's still working fine. Nothing's lagging too much. So let's go. Ruby? Who is Ruby? It's the name of my minigun. Alright, so I can afford another miner. And let's go. Let's go all the way down. Best we can. Bullet damage? Yes. Poison damage. Okay, yeah. We are doing damage. Diamond shotgun. Probably the worst of all that we could have gotten, but that's okay. Minor damage. Minor speed. Get this. Have it be a gold weapon. Or collector speed, that's fine too. Employee minor damage. Yes. Oh yeah, the poison. Poison wand is super slow. I remember watching some people play this game and I just think like, man, why aren't you spamming that thing? Now I know why. You can't. Look at all these materials though that we're getting down. It's just so satisfying. Do the poison damage, and we'll just shoot up there just for fun. But yeah, man, we're doing so much damage. This is gonna be a good day. And then I'm gonna bring the employees down here. Here we go. Start mining. Easy peasy. I couldn't jump in that little side hole. I gotta fall into it. Okay, they are getting apart, and I took them. The way they dig reminds me of like digging at the beach. How, you know, every boy you just can't help but dig a hole at the beach. There's nothing you can do. You can fight the urge all that you want, but before you leave there, you will be digging a hole. And there will be some brotherhoods that will be made during the process. People will come by and help you, other men, and you'll leave that day never talking to that guy again, probably. But that brotherhood that you created in that short moment, strong. Has anyone ever actually seen coal in real life as well? There was a time I hadn't, up to a certain point, like even at the mine and stuff that I did the field trip at, they didn't have any coal there or anything. It was just like a silver mine, and I didn't up until the house I stayed in with my roommates in college. We found like a little carved out spot in our basement. Don't get me wrong, our basement was like super creepy. 1.3 mil, that was a good day. I gotta see how much our next minigun is. Okay, it's a gold or diamond, 4.3 million, 10,000 damage. Okay, so I'm going to get up to 5 of those and get 3 of these. Okay, I did not do the math for that, and that worked out way better than I expected. I do want to get the hoverboard, so I'll probably do that next time, but in the meantime, I'm going to, just get the filter, and that's it. Jump velocity probably needs to go down 50%. But yeah, as I was saying, the house we stayed in was really creepy, had a really creepy basement, and we found this little like cutout spot that led to the base of outside, just like in the foundation, and the outside there was a little hole, and I guess that house was old enough to have had like coal deliveries and stuff like that, which I had no idea was a thing. But it was really cool to see that, and we actually went in there and crawled in there all the way to the foundation and found pieces of coal. And I mean, that was the only thing we could discern that was used for, because I mean, it led straight to the same room our furnace was in, but I mean, it could have been used for something else, smuggling people in and out. We just had no idea. But yeah, that house was super creepy. A lot of late nights, like showing up to the house, and we had those basement windows that are super small but a little wide. They're like 1 foot tall, if that, maybe 10 inches, and then like 2 feet wide. And they're super cloudy and stuff, and I would get home super late because I'd be studying all the time, and get home at like 2 a.m., pull into the driveway, and then look to my left and see the window leading to it, and then there's like one of those lights that's fluorescent, but it's flickering, and it's just super dark otherwise in there, and I'm looking at it, I'm just like thinking to myself, am I ready to go in there? I would have to mentally prepare myself. I would be like, okay. Because right when you walk in that door that's on the side of the house, there's the door to the basement. And then it was like a little mud room area. So there's the door to the basement, and then there's the door to the main living area. And so my room was just in there. So it'd just be like, okay, I gotta mentally prepare to just get in there and then get to where I need to be. But I feel like we all never lose that just irrational fear of just creepy situations and darkness. It made for interesting living. In college, I like the adrenaline rush of being scared, so I was like watching scary movies and stuff by yourself or with 1 or 2 people, but we would have a massive TV, and my roommate had a surround system that he inherited from his dad, and it wasn't just like the newer stuff, it was like an old one where it was the really big box ones where they were like as tall as you were. Although, yeah, I mean, they were like 5 feet tall. They weren't as tall as we were. But it was still like massive, and they worked really, really well. The bass on those things were insane. And so when we watched these scary movies, it just made it so much worse with the jump scares, and made those really high intense times just even more. I loved it. Loved the adrenaline rush. Although you might not be able to tell from my voice. You might think, hey, this guy just likes to sit around, might want to watch Fox News or CNN and just go to bed at 7:30 and wake up at 2 a.m. and then start my day, but nah, ain't about it. Man, I was hoping for another weapon there. Although we're down to the wire here. We need more collectors. These guys are working double time. They can't keep up. Can I get this chest before it's over? 3, 2, 1. Woo! Yeah, boy. Yeah, Mr. Cloud. 2.7 mil. Level 15. Okay, so we could sell that for 321. We need 4.3. Yeah, we're not quite there, but we need... Oh, I'm gonna get that. We need the collectors. Let's do 5. And 4 and 5. It's just easier to press it. And then I think we can afford one more. Yeah. I mean, we might get one of these just for good measure, but that's all we can afford for now. I think, yeah, that's good. Let's do that. Okay, now we don't jump anymore, we just glide. Sprint speed is not very good. I keep upgrading our miners and nothing with our sprint speed. Yeah, that's going away. Nice. Okay, I mean, it's not as useful as my minigun, but we can pretend. We can still use it. It's still fun. Alright, let's get down to the red layer. And then have these guys get working. Start working. Okay, this is where the game starts to snowball, where we just rely on these guys and let them do all the work. Just like any other business, right? You start off doing the busy work and then you let your grunts do it. Bada bang, bada boom. Alright, everyone gather up. Is it pink diamonds? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll get the mortar damage, I guess. Don't plan on using mortars, but let's do the collector speed. This is ridiculous. What minigun is this? Oh, it's pink diamond, I guess. It's so much easier just to hold down the whistle and just move around with them. Collectors cannot keep up. I was thinking there for a minute that we needed more miners, but I'm not thinking so. That was a good pink diamond cluster there. Miner damage. I think we've been slacking on the miner damage a bit. We're at 80%. Yeah, we gotta pick that up a little bit. That's pretty pathetic. And collector speed. I want to collect these, but the collectors are catching up. There's diamonds there. Easy. Collector speed. Can never be fast enough. Will it do damage? Not a ton. I'm disappointed in that, actually. How much coal is in a stack of the gray? I'll do the sprint speed. That way I can go faster. Okay, here's where we test things. That is not good. We'll do that, I guess. We gotta send these guys up. Go! I think they made it. Definitely got our 4 million that time. I'm not sure we're gonna use it though. We have our miners. I mean, that wasn't even destroying the blocks. We need to go miners until we can get the spinal minigun. So let's do that. Let's do 10 of these guys. Of course I did that. 10, 10, 10, 10. Then we'll do 10 more collectors. We'll buy one more. Then we'll buy 10 more miners. And then we'll buy 5 more of these guys. And 1 left over. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Math quickly. Okay, let's get down. These guys are cooking. Yes, I'm beating them. It is a close match, though. No more tomfoolery. These guys are like acid. They just melt everything that's around them. Whatever. I would accept the money, but the money's not even worth it. Whatever, gun recoil. Yeah, I want my whistle back. Can't help but think about ants with this perspective. Kind of like how they have those little... I mean, I know they're not called aquariums, but little containers for ants, and you can see like the sidewall and then their tunnels and everything. This is what this view reminds me of, and we're just digging inside here. Yeah, that's a joke. See, I never really had an interest in getting one of those little aquarium things for ants, but recently I've seen things about them and they do seem pretty cool. But at the same time, it's like winter time right now in our house, or outside, and in our house, I guess. It's freezing, but we have ants. Whether we like it or not, we have ants. I don't really like it. I don't enjoy insects when they're in my space, you know? I don't mind them if they're outside, like I won't bother them. If they're in their space, I'm okay. There is one exception I had though with a spider in my apartment a couple years ago. We had an agreement. If he stayed in his corner in the bathroom, he could survive. I wouldn't clean him up. But one time I went in there and he wasn't there anymore. So his home had to go. And I don't know if eventually I ended up vacuuming him up or not, but I vacuumed up his home and it had to be done. You know, I felt like our original agreement was generous enough, and it was good enough. Yeah, like I said, it was generous. All he had to do was keep his part, but he couldn't. So, and then especially like as a single guy at the time, I had my bed or my mattress on the floor with no box spring, no bed frame or anything like your average single dude, I guess. And he could get in there. He could crawl in there bite my jugular. I have these 2 pinholes just shooting blood, and now I'm dead. I wouldn't be here to this day. So he had to go. This is going to be a really good run. Whistle going up. Can't help but think I would have gotten more though if I just did this the whole time. Man, we got a ton. 45 million. How much for that spinal? 1.4 billion. Okay, we're not even close. So let's get, so I had 10 last time and that was like, what, 3 million? So if we do 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. So we doubled that. And let's get 30 more for the collectors. And we still haven't even budged that. So let's double it, do 60. Okay, this might work out pretty good. 6 million there. So let's get 10 of the miners. Then we'll get 10 more collectors. And then we'll get about 10 more collectors. And then let's just see how that goes. Let's run it. And we go down. Bothering me that these guys are faster than me. There we go. I'm winning. Employee miner speed. Maybe if I stopped upgrading them and focused on myself for once in my life. Just kidding. I'm going to be collecting these. Now I don't want these weapons. Now that I don't want them, I'm getting them. I want upgrades for my miners. We'll go for the sprint speed. Miner damage. Is my sprint speed? Yeah, my sprint speed is turned all the way down. Yeah, I want it up. Yeah, that's more like it. Gun recoil. Oh yeah, that was precision right there. So we're at 1 million. We already hit our quota. We have minor damage. Get that. Poison. Poisoned. Okay, pink diamonds. Pink diamonds. A staff that does 0 damage. Compared to that. That was just a joke. We'll do poison damage. Hit this. Collector speed. Yep. And then let's go. Hit that up. Minor damage. Collector speed. Oh yeah, we have diamonds here. I want those diamonds. And they're gone. Now let's get this chest. Now how long is it going to take for them to break through these fudge blocks? Capacity is up 50%. I feel like we're not doing enough damage. These collectors are just chilling too much. So we have 7 million coal out of our 1 million. Oh, let's get these pink diamonds. Nice. A little bit more. Alright, let's get this chest here. Nice. Bullet damage. Because at some point we're going to get the spinal. So we're at 11 million. Collector speed. So our collectors are going to be flying now. Let's hopefully get these pink diamonds. I'll help. Look at how much I'm doing. These guys are doing a good job. I want those pink diamonds. Come on. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get this gold. Maybe these emeralds. Get up there. 340 million. So we're still 1 billion away from the next minigun. But we can get 100 of these guys. Oh, that didn't do anything. What if we did 1,000? Okay, that might have been too much. Let's do 250 increments of the collectors. And if we don't have enough collectors, then that's fine. We have 12 million there. Let's do 100 now. Okay, that's fine. Let's go. Down we go. Just straight to the lair after I grab that. Oh my goodness. Sprint speed. More time. Let's just keep doing this. Yup, weaken it, weaken it. We'll do the wet damage. We'll do the wet damage. I did feel a little lag, did you guys? It's a little scary. Oh yeah, that's efficiency right there. See these pink diamonds though. Yeah, we definitely have enough miners for this layer. I don't know about for the next one though. Miner speed. Just keep upgrading the miners. They'll just get more and more powerful. So we're already at 37 million, 38 million for the coal. Our collectors cannot keep up. Actually, some of our miners are just chilling. I'm just hoping to be on welfare, I guess. Alright, we reached the weird green level. We're gonna clear out this bottom gray. Do the minor damage here. Still some of these upgrades I want to get. 50% minor damage is huge. Because we're now at 410%. We'll take that. Increase bullet damage, because we'll need it at some point. I think they are breaking through. And then our collectors are starting to catch up. I don't know how big this pile is here, though. That is pretty loud. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Let me test this. Yeah, it's not great. It looks like they are gonna be busy enough, our collectors. Our miners are doing, I think, just good enough. But in the meantime, I'm gonna look for more chests. See if I can get more upgrades for our guys. Oh, they're just going through the floor. Keep going, guys. Gotta work for your food today. 158 million's not good enough. Look at how much he left on the floor. Unbelievable. They're all fired. I had to have... How did I not reach 140 or 1.4 billion? How much can I sell this for? 321 only. I can't afford this yet. That is so trash. Well, we know what we're doing. 1,000. So that did about 200,000, which should be good. I'm only doing this so I don't have to retype it in. There were better ways. Were we going to do that though? Absolutely not. Because why would we do that? I think that's good. I feel really good about that. Don't want to overdo it or underdo it at all. So let's start day 22. And I'm thinking we're going to beat the game easily. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to call him here. Got some lag there. Okay, 2. Let's go down. I want to get to that green layer and get working on that. See, now our computer's doing fine. It's pretty flat. What's in one of these chests? 50%, it's still the gray. Bullet damage, 125%. Still appears to be the gray chest there. Here's diamonds. There's a chest for this layer. Now, has anyone ever seen a rock that looked like this? I sure haven't. Starting to think that this guy's making them up. We'll do the bullet damage. Because when we get that spinal minigun from Coal currency alone, we're going to be blasting through this. Now, is the hoverboard inspired by Back to the Future? Do want to make a couple quadrillion dollars before I end it. Oh, let's see what's in here. We'll do the miner speed. Our miners can't keep up. We need more. It's not good enough. 2 billion for the coal alone. 7 billion for the rubies. Wow. Okay. So let's sell everything that we got. Just kidding. Let's buy the spinel minigun. Sell that. Put it in its spot. And then let's get, what is that, 50 million? We were doing 1,000 before. Let's at least double our miners. And that did absolutely nothing. So let's do 10,000, but let's do it for the collectors first. And then let's do it for the miners. Okay, that's not putting a dent in. Let's do 50,000. It's putting more of a dent in. Can probably do that a couple more times. At least do it for this one. And then we have 3 billion left. We'll do 20,000. And then that's good. Okay, let's go ahead. Next day. I got this big, enormous one. Golly. Gotta be honest, I can't really tell if my game's lagging or not. Probably is now. Oh yeah. Gotta keep the guys consolidated to one spot, otherwise they'll just lag my game out. We need 6 million coal. I'd say they're doing a pretty decent job. They're doing better than last time. They can eat tonight. How good is my minigun against this stuff? It can break it, so that's good. How about this? Not bad. Not bad at all. Consider me impressed. Miner speed. Why not the sprint speed, you know? Collector capacity. I will say this game's lasting a lot longer than I expected. I was expecting my computer to burn by this point. I like how they just open up one slot and then jump over there. That was nice. Jump velocity. Sure. Not sure that does anything at this point. Let's get these guys into this little hole. How much is in one of these blocks? So we have 4.7, so that's 47 million coal. Out of the 6 million, we're halfway through. If we don't get to 1 billion coal, I'm gonna be upset. That's just it. That's just the sad facts of it. Oh wait, that's 10. If we don't get to 1 quadrillion coal, or 100 billion, sorry, I'm gonna be upset. Sorry, I had to clarify myself. It's just absolute nonsense over here. Maybe we should just do this. I think this is providing enough. I think a little bit faster too. We are still getting stuck on some of these blocks. It's surprising me. I would think that these guys would be just melting all of them. Okay, let's just let them cook now. I'm gonna get some of these chests. Oh, we got some 11s. What is that? Is that the 100 billion? So we got trillion, 1.4 trillion. What is the next weapon? 13. I don't know what that is. So we're looking at numbers now that 100,000 still not gonna make a dent. Yeah, that's not gonna make a dent. Let's do 1 million. I mean, kind of. Kind of, but not really. Yeah, we'll just keep doing it like this. Why not? Seems like we have more trouble with our miners than we have with our other dudes. So we'll do 500,000 now, and we'll do that for the collectors. That left 324,000, so we miscalculated severely. It is a little late, so we'll start day 25 and get right to it. I need to get in there. Go, go, Power Rangers. How have our collectors not caught up? Well, there's the lag. Blasting through the green layer like it's nothing. Guess we did, how many? We did like 20 times more miners than last time. Something like that. So yeah, we should be absolutely melting everything. We'll do the collector capacity. I think they're fast enough. I mean, they're on our screen for like 1 second and then they're off. Bomb damage. Miner damage. We're cooking with gasoline. Wet damage. We're already at 8.7 E to the 11. So we're at like, oh, we're about to break 100 billion. Our collectors are doing a fine job. Our miners are slowing down a bit. Pretty disappointing, to be honest. But we are at 1.2, so 120, 130 billion, I think. Increase bullet damage, because we will be busting down here with a new minigun here soon. Once we get into the 13s. Let's just gather them up. It's more fun doing it that way. Alright, we got a purple layer now. Will they break it? Oh, we broke one. Collector capacity. It might not be worth mining these. It could also be worth it. Go back home. Yeah, I think I'm gonna mine this level a little bit more. It's just too slow on the other one. Some of these more valuable blocks are much harder to break. Just let them go down. Increase the poison. Easy peasy. Minor damage. And we're already back down here. What kind of numbers are we pulling out now? All 12s. 12G. Oh, this 11 one. That's trash. We have 4.12 to the 13. We can afford the uranium minigun, which is 10 times more powerful. I mean, it doesn't seem that great, but who am I? That's 5 million. I had to double check. Just didn't seem right for a second there. So we'll do 5 million again. Probably need to do even more than that. Probably do 15 million. Oh yeah, that's chunking it away a bit more. Our collectors were fine. They weren't having much trouble at all. Our miners were having all the trouble. So we'll just keep going back and forth, focusing a little bit harder on our miners. Do our miners once more. And now we're good. Let's do day 25 and use our uranium minigun. We are feeling the lag. This is, man. What is up? Ouch. Are you guys still there? Consolidate. Consolidate, guys. Too slow. Okay, the uranium gun is only good up until this point. How good is a million bajillion of these guys? I would say pretty good. We're already at 5 E to the 12. Not too bad. That's what I'm talking about. I'll let them do their thing for a minute. It's just getting kind of loud. I don't really feel like dealing with that noise. Collectors are doing fine. That's as expected. Miner speed, 320. Let me just pretend like I'm doing something. I could get a water gun. That would do something. Might invest in that. This isn't half bad. Okay. It feels like we're contributing a little bit. Especially if we hit the ones that they're still damaging a little bit. Then we can piggyback off of them and pretty much claim it for ourselves. Yeah, I think we are doing decent damage. Do the miner damage. How much bullet damage do we have? Only 3,300. Where our miner damage is 1,500. Miner speed 36. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, is this a new ore in this level? It's taken a while. And there it goes. So we have 5.8 e to the 13. I think we hit our quota. Glad I just see the collectors just blink on the screen and then they're gone. Just getting kind of tired of them flying back and forth. We almost had e to the 15. What have you done? Not good. So let's try one more and see how that goes. I don't think my computer can handle much more. To the 26, an Onyx minigun. How good is that? You need to have like a 5090 Ti for that. That price is equivalent to a 5090 Ti if they existed. So, although the next one, other than uranium, 18, I got 14 that time, almost 115. So, we're talking 500 million. Confirm. If this doesn't break our computer, then nothing will. Our collectors were fine that whole time too, but we'll keep it as even as possible. Don't want to regret not doing that. So let's just do that. That was a big upgrade. Let's try that. Let's just do the whistle. The whistle's too long. I gotta shoot down. Super laggy. Holy smokes, this is bad. Getting away from them though. Reaching like 1 frame per second. Nah, this is like 4. Yeah, this is why I only wanted to do one more, because this is going to be unenjoyable beyond this point. Call everyone down here. And there we go. What does 640 bullet recoil look like? Climbing speed. I have to have such fast climbing speed too. Kind of want to get off the hoverboard and just check out the recoil. I feel like it's going to be ridiculous. There's the recoil. That's ridiculous. How is that going to help us? Besides, get us to where we need to be. So we're at 1.78 e to the 14. What's going to happen once we break one of these? I'm tempted to just... Let's go. Gotta find the opening first. I think this is the way. Well, that's not good. Can you turn the bullet recoil off? Doesn't look like it. Let's get back down. Oh, and we're here. Where is everybody? They are not doing what they need to be doing, so I gotta take control. I've been doing so much better the whole time. They do so much damage. Pretty easy peasy, this one. We're pretty much at a state where we can go forever, I think. But our computers can't handle it at this point. Nice, we got a little B outfit or something like that. So we got 7.632 e to the 15, which that's still not anywhere near getting us close to the Moonstone minigun. But regardless, that was pretty enjoyable, and we could afford, I'm interested though in how much we could afford adding another 0. That'd only get us to 12, 13, 14, 14. So we'd have 7 billion. That's a lot. Okay guys, I'm thinking that's it for this video. Thanks for watching if you've made it this far. This is just going to be a little bit more of a relaxed format here and there, mixed in with my other videos, just to kind of loosen the intensity and just slow down and talk a little bit more. Just want to get to know you guys a little bit more and let you get to know me more, and just thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, give a comment if you want, and I just hope you guys have a good one. Peace.